a normal Tuesday at work. This is draining. This is the first week out of my whole career that I've actually thought, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. Hey, I'm back. When I first got there, I was like, shit. I've got like a whole month. Knowing I'm filming this is going to make it so embarrassing. Girl, I don't know, just let me in the box. Why is this not focusing? Oh, it was in focus. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I very spontaneously decided to start filming this video, but I thought I'd take you along a little week in my life as a full-time content creator slash influencer slash whatever the fuck you want to call me. I'm literally about to leave to go to an influencer event and we're going to 20 Stories in Manchester for lunch, which is absolutely like, this is the kind of shit that I'm like, I love my life. I just love going to a nice lunch. Oh, I just think it's so much fun. Like I always feel so grateful and so appreciative when I go to these things. So about to go there now and I thought, do you know what? Why don't I vlog? Why don't I vlog a little week in my life? I've got a pretty standard week this week. Like I think this is this my only event? I think it is. And then the rest of the week will just be me working. So we'll see how the week goes. But obviously every day is completely different. Everyone always says to me, what is a typical day in your life? And I'm like, give me the day and I'll tell you, because it is actually different every single day. I'm not great at following like structure and routine. I'm a little bit scatty, but I thought I'd take you along anyway. So we're about to leave now, going to 20 Stories. I'm going with Morphe, which will be so nice. I love Morphe. But I got to leave now, so let's go. Oh, with your popcorn. Yeah.
Eyeshadows and a coffee brushes collection, which is exclusive to Selfridges, so can't buy this anywhere else other than Selfridges.
I'm also very Yorkshire.
Oh, it's really stable as well. What's around the edge of you? Salt. I get everyone to kiss me, but that's not too fun. I love it. It's my favourite. Do you eyeshadow first or do you do this? We're rinsing. It's been with like. We've got the Bloody Mary! My lifelong dream is to get everyone taste test. Yeah, over a decade. So good. Do you like it? Isn't it good? Tomato soup in a cup. Well, okay, well, we don't describe it as that. But an extra dry, extra dirty martini. Bottoms up. It's quite nice. I'm going to be an albatross on my own in about an hour's time now. I hope you know that. Yeah, everyone's leaving and we're just waiting for like 12th cocktail. It's free. Hello. Everyone's leaving and we're like, just the alcoholics one. Thank you so much. Thank you. Are you meant to shot this or pour it in the drink? Oh yeah! I've always shotted it. No, same.
It's like a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
So what I get happy palate.
Back in the day, porn stars would swallow real liquids and they take this as a palate cleanser, and that is why this is called a porn star. Enjoy. Wink.
Just a normal Tuesday at work. And on that note, cheers. Cheers. Literally. Good morning. Started this vlog last week and I just forgot that I started filming it. So this is a fresh week. The last clips you would have seen would have been me going to an event. And that's definitely a good little insight into my week. Like sometimes I go to events, sometimes I'm working from home. Like it is a bit of a mixture. A lot of the time I am working from home. Bloody gorgeous event. And events like that just make me feel so grateful for my job because it is quite lonely. And I think, do you know what? I'm not someone that identifies with the word lonely. I spend so much time on my own and I love it. I will say recently, I just think I've been feeling a bit like, bleh. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I've just been feeling a bit like lacking a purpose a little bit and just a bit like unmotivated. And I feel like a little bit like Groundhog Day, which is funny because I don't have the same schedule every day. Like every day is a little bit different, but I'm definitely a little bit, well, I'm a very bit type B. very type B, but also like a type B that's trained herself to be type A in certain ways. Also, I do strongly believe that I am undiagnosed ADHD, but whatever. Like, I don't really like saying it until you've got the diagnosis, but when I say I tick every box, it's actually crazy at this point, but whatever. I think I find it hard to have structure in my week and structure in my day because my brain does this thing. As soon as I make a plan for myself, it wants to do anything but the plan that I've set for myself, which is a lot of fun. So yeah, I don't know. I just feel like the last couple of weeks, for some reason, I've just been kind of like struggling with like, I don't know, just like everything, just being a bit like, oh. I feel like when you've got a job and when you go to work, you get whatever job you need to get done, and you come home and you can switch off for the rest of the day and you're getting paid for that day. I just feel like in this job, as much as like it is such an incredible job, literally getting taken for lunch by a brand, like, it's so incredible, but mentally I find it quite difficult. And sometimes when it's thriving, I'm like living my best life, best job in the world, da, da, da. When I struggle is when I feel like I hit these little slumps where I'm like, my videos are not performing well, and the content that I'm putting out there that is either something that I really wanted to create and something that I was passionate about, or something that I'm like, oh, this will do really well because this is like, I don't know, not necessarily a trend, I don't really do many trends, but like something that I'm like, I've put a lot of thought in behind, and I'm like, right, the hook and the visual and the this and the that, and I might spend like 5 hours on one video and it does shit, and you're just like, this is draining. It's draining because I need to make money this month, and if your videos aren't getting the views, brands aren't going to pay you. So I think that the deflating thing is when you're putting all this work out there and you're literally working like for free. I put this content out there, I edit it, I do this, I do that. And then it just comes down to if you've done a good enough job, and your videos have done well and your views have done well and whatever. And then brands are like, oh, we want to work with her on a collaboration. And then that's your payment for the month. And if you don't get that, you ain't getting paid. And I think that's the part of social media that's a little bit stressful, and that's the part that's a little bit like mentally gets to you, as well as like the trolls and stuff. And oh my God, have I had a video recently that got the trolls coming in, and I was like, whoa. But that's another story for another time. Anyway, it's just this thing of like, week by week, you're trying to put stuff out there, and if it's not working, you're just panicking you're not going to get paid. And then obviously you're like, oh, I've got rent and I've got bills and I've got food shops to make, and like, you know, obviously like just the normal adult stuff. So if you can hear the train outside, that was not meant to be that much of a rant. That's just a little bit how I've been feeling recently, but I'm hoping that we're going to come out of that. And I'm also trying to stop being negative. I think you absolutely should be able to talk about these things, but I also think don't dwell on it. And I think the last week or so I've been dwelling on it, and I've been a bit like negative, and I'm like, that's not going to help you. So let's be positive. It's a new week. We are gonna crack on. What I wanna do first is I wanna get my editing out of the way. I always think bare minimum I need to do is make sure I've got a video to be posted for that evening. That is the bare minimum. So if I can get that out of the way, then obviously everything else, which I obviously also need to do, is not as much of a priority, because sometimes I wanna do other things, but then all day long I'm thinking about, but you need to get that done, you need to get that done, you need to get that done. So it's like, get that done first, get it out of the way, and then you won't be stressed for the rest of the day. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get my editing done now. Also, the weather's really nice, and I feel like, again, over the last few weeks, we've literally been having heat waves, and I've not been going outside because I actually just have had so much to do. If I can today, I would like to get out a little bit later this afternoon, like early evening, late afternoon, and maybe just like sit in the sun for an hour or so. Another thing I'd really like to start doing is I attach everything to my job. Everything I do is focused around, am I filming content around that? Can I go and sit somewhere in the sun but also edit? Can I go and do this but also do this work? And I think, do you know what? I need to actually just go and sit in the sun with like a book and stop making everything revolving around work. Like, I literally can't even cook a meal without being like, should I be filming this? And I think that's why maybe I've got a bit overwhelmed recently, because I'm like, what do I do for me? Like, what is just for me, not about my job? And my job is so much fun and I love it, but it can consume you if you don't separate work from like your own life. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna try and do. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up now because that's so long and boring. Last night and I forgot. It was like specifically meant to be posted on Sunday because I say Sunday in the video. whatever. Post it today. It's only on Instagram. The thing with my brain is I can't focus on one task for too long because I just get really bored and then I just need to move on to something else. So I tend to bounce between tasks, which usually means that by the time it gets to the end of the day, I feel like I've got nothing done because I don't actually ever finish a full task. Very annoying. So what I basically have to do is I have to bounce between tasks but always go back to the original task. Basically, came into my beauty room. I moved on to this task, which kind of looks like worse than it started, but all of this over here is like stuff that I'm doing a giveaway with, and then some of the stuff over there is stuff that I'm gonna like give away to friends and stuff, like stuff that's already been opened, etc. And then I've actually just been organising my drawers, so I'm having a big clear out. But look how beautiful that drawer looks. That's like all my hair stuff, and I've actually condensed 2 drawers into one, which is so handy, so that I've now got another spare drawer. So that's what I've now spent an hour or 2 doing. And now I need a little break, so I've made myself a cup of tea. I'm gonna sit down and have my little break, but then I need to finish my editing. Like I have to finish, if I don't do anything else, I have to finish my editing. Once that's done, hopefully in a little bit get out in the sun. That would be lovely, but we'll see. Okay, that's my editing done for the day. It's currently 3:45 and it's meant to get cloudy in like an hour or so. So I'm thinking if I can go and sit in the sun now for an hour, then I can come back, get some more work done, and then like have dinner and chill. I'm trying to make Mondays a little bit more of like a relaxed day. Normally Monday is like such a chaotic, like I try and get everything done in one day, but I'm just trying to be a bit more like chilled because it sometimes stresses me out, and I'm like, no one who's self-employed should be this stressed out. Actually, that's a really stupid thing to say, obviously, if you're self-employed, but like what I was saying earlier, doing this job is such a privilege, and I shouldn't be getting this like consumed with it all, basically. Guys, I'm back. I literally spent like an hour reading in the sun. It was very wholesome, and I feel like I need to do things like that more because I actually really enjoyed it, and I wasn't just like sat trying to edit or trying to answer emails or trying to whatever. I did actually speak to my manager a little bit because I had a few things come in, but that was like 5 minutes. But apart from that, it was lovely. It's now 7:15. I'm about to start making dinner. I have just spent the last hour and like 15 minutes doing my food shop, and I just need to know if it takes anyone else the same amount of time as it takes me to do my freaking food shop. The problem with me is that I have to eat different meals every week. I can't just like save, sorry, it's so loud out with that window open, just like save the same meals and just like add it all to cart. Honestly, if I could have anything in this world, it would be to be able to eat the same meals, but I just can't do it anyway. I'm about to cook dinner, and then work is done for the day. Video has been posted for this evening. Work is done, switching off, gonna watch some TV, have a nice dinner, and then I'll check back in tomorrow.
Want you to miss in peace. I make it so that they not in the rest of your life.
Week to film this video because it's probably been the most unproductive week of my entire life. I'm not with it. I'm just not with it at the moment. Like I'm kind of like having a bit of a mental breakdown. I actually spent this morning speaking to a couple of my creator friends because you know when you're just like, I just need, also sorry if my hair looks really fucking weird. You know when you're just like, I just need someone to talk to that understands what I'm saying. Because obviously a lot of my friends have, you know, normal 9-to-5s, and I think the second you moan about this job, you sound like a fucking idiot because obviously people don't understand what necessarily goes on behind the scenes of this job. They think you just film your silly little videos and get on with your day, and to some extent that can be true, but there's, you know, there's a heck of a lot more that does go into it. I've just had a bit of a week. I've just been like, I don't really know what I'm doing. I just feel like I don't even know what content I do anymore, and I'm just like, I don't ever know what's gonna stick and what's not. I really don't want to ramble on about this because I do think it's probably quite boring for people to listen to. However, I just feel like I have been spiraling a little bit when it comes to my content, and I just don't know what I'm doing. So I spoke to a couple of my creative friends this morning who actually really helped. I just feel like I've had a really unproductive week this week, and it's been a very weird week to show you, but it is the reality, and I definitely can have weeks like this where I just beat myself up constantly because I'm just like, get up, do this, and I spiral and I end up doing nothing, and then I'm just like, now I'm even more behind, and it's just like this vicious cycle. Anyway, I actually need to go to my spin class right now, but sometimes you need a few days like this, and I've got quite a busy weekend, and that's the thing with me is that I never really give myself a full day off, which I really need to start doing. But in order for me to do that, I need to make sure that the other days that I am working are very productive, and that it just isn't always the case. So Saturdays and Sundays I actually tend to probably work more than I do in the week. So when I have like times in the week where I'm just kind of like, oh, I've been really unproductive today, I'm kind of like, well, that's okay though, because you don't get a full weekend off. Same when you go on holiday. I never get to just relax on holiday. Like, holiday is prime content. And even though I know I don't have the most strenuous job, I do just think sometimes your body's like, you need to kind of split life with work, and everything I do is around my work. Everything's content. The second I open my eyes, I'm like, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, are you gonna film this, are you gonna film that, you're gonna edit this, you got and I just don't ever really get to detach from it. So I think I just need to start giving myself that day where I'm just like, don't do anything. Like, I've got a video scheduled for that night, but I don't actually have to film or edit or answer emails or reply to my management or do any admin or do any planning or do any whatever. But I've said that for the last few months and I still haven't done it. I've got quite a busy few days coming up, and I've got some really exciting jobs that I'm doing. So I will definitely add that in this vlog and show you that, even if it's a bit scattered, but at least you'll get an idea of what some of my days look like and some don't. Anyway, as I said, I'm actually going to a spin class now, and then when I get back, the rest of the day I'm gonna be filming. I will try and show you some of that if I can, but who knows when I'll be back. Let's just see. Okay, I'm back from my spin class. I look absolutely disgusting because I am drenched, but that was a good class. But I've just picked up some PR from my concierge, so I thought we could open it together. Okay. So this package is from Mars the Label. They have got a new collection and they asked if I wanted to try some bits, and I was like, yeah. I'll obviously try all these on, but I'll just quickly show you some of the bits. So one of the bits, it's like a bikini, and then it comes with a skirt. It might be easier for me to insert the actual like model pictures so you can see what it's meant to look like, because I'm not doing a very good job. Do you know what? I'm not gonna get it all out because you're not gonna be able to see it anyway. And I'll either insert pictures of me when I've tried them on, or the models, so you can see which bits I've ordered. Ooh, okay. This is all from Haru Huru Wonder. When I used to get PR sent to my mum's back when I lived there, she would always look at the box and try and guess where it was from. And she just used to like love watching me unbox my PR. Like, she'd be like this, like sat watching, and then she'd like guess who it was from, and I'd just be like, just bloody open it, like stop being weird. But now I guess where it's from before I open it. What brand is this? Oh, Max Factor Mellow Blur lipsticks. Ooh, okay. My mum, I have such a vivid memory of my mum always using the Max Factor, like, stay-on lipsticks. It would be the only thing she would ever wear. And that's what always reminds me of Max Factor. Love a bit of Rimmel. Okay, we have got Thrill Seeker Mascara, which I already use and love. What's this? Mega Lift Thrill Seeker in Brownie Pie. I've probably got 750,000 cappuccino lip liners at this point, but it's a great lip liner. Oh, I haven't got this. Slipstick. Literally just a bit of cardboard. Wait, what? Our sincere apologies. We're very sorry that this item has reached you in this condition. If anything is missing, you've sent me an empty box. If anything is missing or damaged, you can report this to us. But what the fuck have you? This is from Bondi Sands, right? And the post office have seemed to have lost all of the contents of this box. So that's a bit shit. Right, well, I'll have to contact them or Bondi Sands and see if they'll resend it to me, but that's bloody annoying. I love a big box. It just makes me so excited. Even though bigger's not always better, girl. Ooh! Saphi, you can have it all. Benefit! There's a padlock on it. What does that mean? Oh! Fuck's sake. It's like a riddle, because it says, what year rolled the cameras for our Ben debut? Girl, I don't know, just let me in the box, because there's a padlock, so I need basically the answer to that. It's giving Google, where's my phone? What does Ben debut mean? Oh, I don't know. Wait, does it mean what year? Let's just see what year it launched at all. 1976. Let's see if that works. Oh, it did! Yay! Okay, so that's what it meant. Oh, this is exciting. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show you this because very exciting. They actually reached out to me and asked if I wanted to be one of the first people to receive a product that hasn't come out yet. But I have already received that product and we've had little like meetings about it and stuff, but I think this might be the official launch, but I'm wondering if this has gone out to everyone or just the people that knew about it before the launch. So I'll show you and I'll double check. So if you do see it, it means it's launched, and if you don't see the next clips, that means I wasn't allowed to show you. Ta-da! Ready? 3, 2, 1. Actually, is that? Yeah. Benefit have launched a new concealer. The concealer's really good. It's really good. And that's my PR. Right, what I need to do now is I need to get in the shower, I need to wash my hair, and then I've got, I think I said this earlier, but I've got a whole afternoon of filming, and then I'm going out this evening. So I need to get my show on the road. I need to eat as well. Ah, so many things to do. Good morning. Sorry, this is a real horrific angle. It's quite frankly just all my double chins, then please excuse, but it is currently Monday. Worst vlog ever. Worst vlog ever. Last week was probably the worst working week in my entire career. Like, I have never hit a wall like I hit a wall last week, to the point where I actually just gave myself a couple of days off. Anyway, I'm sorry. This was meant to be like basically a week in my life of like working and how I work, and it's just been the fucking opposite. It's just been me moaning the whole entire time. Anyway, it is currently 10:30, and I'm just sat doing some editing because I'm actually going to London this afternoon. I'm actually going to London, going to an event, and then coming back to Manchester, which normally if I go to London, I would stay for a few days and like see my family and all of that. But because I was a fucking lazy bitch last week, I just didn't get that much done. But I also feel like I needed it. I feel like I needed to kind of just take that step back, because now I feel really motivated again. And I know you shouldn't rely on motivation, but as I say, my brain doesn't work. Whatever. I just have got a lot to do. I'm not going to stay in London. I'm literally going to go there, come back, and then have a really productive week. That's what we're going to do. So this evening, I'm going to a Sephora X Rare Beauty event, and I'm going to meet Selena Gomez. I love Rare Beauty and I love Sephora, and I feel like they're great brands, and I just think these are great opportunities. So basically, I have got... Wait, what? I've got 2 hours. I've got 2.5 hours till I need to leave. I need to get ready, shit. So I need to edit because I need a video to post tonight, and then I need to film. I'm gonna film obviously like a Rare Beauty. I'm gonna do like a full face of Rare Beauty. I guess that's what's gonna happen, but I low-key should really be getting ready soon, because it takes a long time to like film when you're getting ready a lot of the time, especially if I'm, yeah, whatever. So yeah, realistically I should be getting ready now. Gonna try and get that done now. Gonna get myself ready. And then I'll take you to London to meet Selena. Okay, I am ready. It is magical what a bit of makeup can do, isn't it? Sometimes when I do a full face of a certain brand, I always think there's products you like, products you don't like. I think it looks pretty freaking flawless, if you ask me. I love how this looks. So, big fan. And I was rushing. Anyway, speaking of rushing, I need to leave right this very second to get to the train station. So let's go.
Because I really was so proud of the first one, but this one is like my baby, and I love this one. It's like very refreshing, and I don't know if you got the chance to smell it, but I'm drenched in it from content. But it's just been a pleasure to be here. I love London, and I love seeing new people. We want everyone to feel included and everyone to feel like they're a part of the family, because you all are. So thank you so much. And have a drink on me, and then take some cute pictures.
London. That was somewhat of a stressful trip. I feel like it always low-key is. I start taking my makeup off. So firstly, on the way out there, what happened on the way out there? Oh, so on the way out there, I got on four wrong trains. And I literally grew up in London and I still got on the train 4 fucking times wrong. Well, the tube. Do you know what? I hate the Circle and District line. I hate it. Like, I find it the most confusing line to get on. Like, you'll get to the platform and there's no like map, there's no like telling you what stations it's gonna go to, and then she just says the destination, but I'm like, how do I know it's stopping at my stop? And then I get on anyway and risk it, honestly, to the point where I was literally asking ChatGPT. I was like, am I on the right train? And even that was like, yeah, you're on the right train. And then I just kept being like, well, now we're at this stop, now we're at this stop, and it was like, oh, you're not on the right. Did I just hear a noise? I hate that so much. Yeah, it was like, you're not on the right train. So then I had to get off. Then I got to the event. I came to the realization that there was a dress code that I did not follow. Now, I don't really have an excuse because I feel like I did see the dress code. I just forgot it existed. And actually, the outfit I had on at first was, I don't think you can really see, but I have these like trousers on. The theme was neutrals or greens. So I had these trousers on. I was in a bit of a rush, like before leaving. I was gonna wear a white top, but the white top that I had on that I was gonna wear, I got makeup on. So in a bit of a panic and a rush, I was like, oh, I need to like get another top. And then I pulled this out. I was like, oh, this top would look really nice with these trousers. Forgot that the theme existed. So I just put on this freaking burgundy top. Let me tell you now, every single person in there was in green. Every single person was in like a pastel green and I was in a burgundy top. Like, honestly, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, why do they even invite me to these events anymore? Oh, for God's sakes. Anyway, it was fine. But met Selena Gomez. That was super, super cute. And do you know what? I went to this event completely on my own, which I feel like I do that, but it's really daunting because a lot of the time you see people you know, but sometimes you don't. And I find that to be like such a daunting thing, going to an event when you actually don't know who's gonna be there. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first got there, I was like, shit. It was one of those events, it was a rooftop. So if you don't know anyone, you are literally just standing around on your own. It's really freaking awkward. But luckily, after a little while, a few people came in that I knew. So I just gate crashed them and that was great. But it ended up being really nice. And these are the kind of events you go to and you're glad that you did go on your own, because then you start speaking to people that you think, oh, like I might know these people, I might say hi to them, but then it just like gets you getting in more conversations with them, which I always think is really nice. And honestly, I've met so many of my friends in the industry through going to events. So anyway, that was a lovely, lovely event. I'm glad I went, even though it's quite a long day, going to London, going to an event, coming straight back. It's currently 20 to 11. I'm literally gonna go straight to bed. I'm gonna jump in the shower. I've got fresh bed sheets. So good. Oh, and then on the way back, do you know what it is? The doors in the hallway are so loud that when they bang, it literally sounds like it's your front door. I got back to Euston after leaving the event and my train was freaking delayed. It was only delayed by like, I think it ended up being maybe like 20, 25 minutes or something. But you know when you're stood waiting for it to tell you the platform and there's like 100 million people waiting and then someone's playing that fucking piano who's never played piano in their life and it's like, dun, 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 and then everyone's like, and there's loads of people and they're bashing into you, and honestly it's the most overstimulating place in the entire fucking world, and you're just stood there waiting for your platform to come up and you're like, please, and everyone runs because they just want to be the first one on the train, and it's honestly, but it's fine, we made it, we're back, we're home, it's all good. Right, the battery's about to run out on this camera, so I'm literally gonna jump in the shower, do my skincare, get my pajamas and go to bed. Good morning. I am sat this side of my kitchen counter today, which will make no difference to you aside from the lighting, and that is the only reason I'm sat around this side, purely for performative reasons, because I feel like the other days I was sat on that side, like the window is now directly in front of me, whereas it would have been behind me. Anyway, I'm starting my working day. Today is Tuesday. But as you know, yesterday was Monday. I went into London. I feel like that took up most of the day. Obviously in the morning I did editing, and then I filmed a video. And then I had to go straight into town at like 1 p.m. So today feels a little bit like a Monday. I'm like writing my list for the week, what I need to do, which includes like work stuff and then like not work stuff. I had the girls here earlier in the week as well. I had a big clear out of all my makeup stuff, like makeup, hair care, skincare. I've had a big declutter of that. So they came over and took loads of stuff. I've still got stuff left over. Anyway, starting my day. I actually got this diary yesterday at the Rare Beauty event. I haven't even looked inside. It's got this really cute little chain on it. This is saying 2 minutes, and I'm like, 2 minutes of what? Because this is a brand new battery. Have I run out of like storage? But I don't think I have. We shall see. Oh, okay, it's just a oh, you've got like a whole month diary, and then the rest of it's just plain pages. That might be quite good actually for like put in the month, like any events, any work things I've got coming up, and then the rest could just be planning. I don't know. I need to find a reason for this, but I love me a good book. Anyway, this morning is going to consist of editing. I've got so much to do. I'm going to crack on with the editing now, see how much I get done, and basically take it from there. Good morning. Right, today, that's flashing saying 0 minutes. What does that mean? Today we're having a productive day. That is an absolute non-negotiable. We're having a productive day today. This is really stressing me out, this 0 minutes flashing. Right, I've just had to switch over to my phone because there was no memory on my SD card. Just another issue for another day. Oh, that's really nice. Anyway, yeah, I think this is going to be the last day that I film for this vlog. You'll probably all be pleased to know, / probably haven't even got this far, because I feel like I actually haven't really shown any work. I've just showed me moaning for the last week. Did think, should I just scrap this whole vlog? But at the end of the day, this is not a realistic working week for me, I'll be honest, but it is realistic for this particular week because it is exactly how my week has gone. Although I will say, like, I've also just forgot to film every time I am working. Like, even if I'm just sat editing, I forget to film it. So it actually probably is just loads of clips of me talking about how I'm just like struggling at the minute with this job, which is literally the last thing anyone wants to hear. But I've had this job now for 5 years, and this is the first week out of my whole career that I've actually thought, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. And honestly, I don't know why. Like, I've been saying to my friends about it, and I'm just like, I can't figure out what it is. But I do just think it's the whole lacking purpose thing. I think that's where I'm at right now. I actually love filming YouTube videos, and every few months, I'm like, I'm going to film YouTube again. And I start filming it, and I just love creating, and I actually enjoy editing YouTube videos, and I hate editing TikToks. That's another thing that I'm like, I've thought about getting an editor recently, which is so pathetic because I do this full time. Like, you would think I've got the time to do it, but it's just not something I enjoy. And I think every day I could sit and film content. Maybe not every day, but most days I feel like I could sit and film content. But as soon as it comes to editing, I'm like, oh, and I think maybe that's part of what's making me not enjoy it as much anymore. I don't know. But anyway, really loved doing YouTube. But then the thing is, it's like YouTube is quite long to do as well. And then you spend hours and hours and hours filming and editing, and you post the video and it gets 23 views, and you're just like, what's the fucking point? When you do something you love as a career, you do lose your passion for it a little bit. It is the best thing that's ever happened to me. It's given me such an amazing life, and I've manifested this. Like, I'm so grateful for it and everything I've achieved, and I live on my own, and there's so many things I get to do that I just know so many people can't do, and I do not take that for granted. But at the end of the day, I think enjoying what you do is a massive part of what makes you happy, and I do still enjoy it. Like, I got to meet Selena freaking Gomez a couple of days ago. Like, how is that even real life? And I have moments like that where I'm like, Saf, like, this is crazy. Like, this is such an amazing life. But then I have days where I go back to just feeling flat and deflated, and I'm just like, what is this? Like, what is this fit? What is this trying to teach me? What is this trying to tell me? And that's what I'm currently trying to figure out. I used to not have any friends when I was younger. Like, when I left school, I had no friends. That was probably one of the worst times of my life. And for me, watching influencers, like, was so comforting. I could just spend hours and hours and hours watching, like, my comfort creators. And it just made me feel, I don't know, just like, it made me feel happy. It made me just feel like these creators that are posting all the time, it was like constant, like, these people to watch that I love watching their content. And I don't know, I just think, I don't feel like I'm that person for many people. Some people do tell me I am that, like, and I really appreciate that. I put something on my story yesterday where I said, like, I've been having a bit of a wobble, and I've had so many nice replies where people are like, please don't stop posting. Like, I love your content. It makes me feel this, it makes me feel that. I think maybe I probably am that for some people, but I guess you just don't see it as much. I think with platforms like YouTube, it's so much more intimate, where if you're building a following on YouTube, those same people are coming back to watch your videos time and time again, and they probably comment more and everything like that. Whereas I think with TikTok, it's less like that. One video could get 1 million views, the next video could get 2,000 views. You're constantly fighting for a space on that FYP. And if your video performs well, it performs well. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. And it's just so stupid, really, because some people say to me, like, oh my God, I've not seen your videos pop up for months. And I'm like, yeah, thanks, TikTok. I've been rambling for 12 freaking minutes. So yeah. I don't know, that's not rounded up and led me to anywhere realistically. I'm about to start filming. I'm about to start filming content. So I'm going to try, well, I was going to try, but my camera says there's no room on the SD card. I'm going to be using this phone to film on, obviously. So I wanted to show you some clips of me filming content so you get an idea of like what it looks like, because I just find that stuff really fascinating. So that's what I'm going to do this morning. I'm going to do a good few hours of filming. There's a look that I want to recreate. Then I do need to film a YouTube video. I know I'm filming on right now, but I've actually got a Primark summer haul that I need to film. I've been honestly saying for about 3 weeks that I need to film this, and I've got the bag of Primark stuff down there. It's just what I mean, I just fucking put things off. But I need to film that as well. Hopefully today I will film that. The rest of the afternoon I need to edit. I need to edit, because this is what I mean by I love to film, but then I get a backlog of editing, and I've got so much editing. I actually was DMing a girl earlier who says she edits, so I'm just asking her for like rates and stuff just to see if it's something I want to do. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to try and show you whatever I can, if I can. So yeah. Right, jump scare. So I'm just going to prop up. So I've got two phones. I've got my work phone, which is what I'm filming on to do my content. And then this is my normal phone. So I'm just going to prop you up just for like a couple of minutes whilst I'm doing the start of my video, just so you can get a little idea, a little BTS of how I film my videos. You'll probably think after a minute, fucking hell, why does she say the same thing 100 times over? But that's just like the annoying thing that I do, and why it takes me so long to edit. Anyway, yeah, sorry for the bad angles and for the fact that you can't properly see what I'm doing. Knowing I'm filming this is going to make it so embarrassing, because I make mistakes constantly and I just look like keep going, but knowing I'm filming it is mortifying. Okay, she starts with a Anastasia Brow Wiz. I don't have that, but I do have this Benefit Precise in my brow. Okay, so she starts with the Anastasia Brow. Okay, so she starts off with her Anastasia Brow Wiz. I don't have that, but I am going to use my Benefit Precise in my brow. And I'm just going to very lightly fill in my brows at this stage. And I'm just going to very lightly fill in my brows at this stage. I want to do that one more time. Okay, so she starts with Anastasia Brow Wiz. I don't have that, but I do have the Benefit Precise in my brow. So I'm just going to very lightly start by filling in my brows. Do you see what I mean? Like, sometimes I have to say things a few times because I'm like, oh, I stuttered too much, or it just wasn't as like quick or catchy, and like you want things to flow as much as possible so that people just don't get bored. So now I need to actually finish my brows off camera. So I'm actually following the tutorial on this phone, so I am going to have to go. But you've seen a few clips, you understand a little bit of the BTS of how I film. This is now going to be me for the next couple of hours, because as you can see, it takes me so long to do each step because I have to say it again and again and again, and yeah. So I'll be back when I finish the makeup look. It's still saying there's no space on the memory card on my camera, so I'm just going to finish the vlog on the phone, just because I don't want to delete anything that I obviously need. I have put it on my laptop, but I'm still scared that if I delete it off the camera that it's just going to suddenly disappear. So this will be the last day that I'm vlogging anyway, so it should be fine. And then hopefully I can sort it. But finish filming. Oh, did I show you the makeup look? No. I should have shown you when I had all like the nice background and the lights and stuff. But this is the finished makeup look. I absolutely freaking love it. I honestly think, I mean, the bird's nest hair aside, I actually honestly think this is one of the best makeup looks I've ever done in my life. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. I think what I'm gonna do now is, it's about like 1:30. It's 1:30. So I've been filming for the last like 2.5 hours, which actually isn't as bad as I thought. I thought it would be longer than that. So I think I'm going to take a short break. I'm probably going to have a little cup of tea, maybe some lunch, although I don't actually think I've got that much food in. Then I think I'm going to film my YouTube video. Oh, I won't be able to because there's no storage on my camera. Right, I'm going to need to figure out the storage thing unless I film it on my phone. Could film it on my phone actually. Anyway, I'll figure that out. But I just thought while I had makeup on, it would maybe make sense. And then the rest of this afternoon, I'm gonna edit. I finally feel like I'm having a productive day. Oh my God, this is what like, I definitely wouldn't say every day looks like this. Like every day is so different. But today I would say is like a more normal day. Filming, editing, admin-y stuff, speaking to my manager. This is a pretty normal day. So it's taken me till the end of the vlog, until the end of the whole entire week to show you a very normal working day, which is hilarious really, but wouldn't be me if I didn't have a nervous breakdown. Another jump scare. Back in the filming room. I feel like today evidently is a big day of filming. Currently filming a little lip video for Huda Beauty with their new lip products that they sent me. I don't normally do this style of video, but I'm trialing it out. It's probably going to be more so for Instagram than TikTok, but we will see. This took me 750,000 years to get on my head, but we got there eventually. Okay, then the next dress is this little denim mini dress. When I picked this up, I obviously thought I was gonna like it, hence the reason I picked it up. Hello, queens. Right, it is the next day. I forgot to end the vlog yesterday, but when I tell you, I did not stop filming yesterday. Like even after I think the last time I filmed, I was doing the Huda Beauty lip thingies. I then after that filmed like 1 or 2 just kind of like quick little like, not even transition-y videos, but just kind of like trendy videos, like trending videos. And then I filmed a whole ass YouTube video for the Primark summer haul, which I had to film firstly the clips of me trying each item on, and then I had to actually film the YouTube video, and then now I've got to edit them together. And then I went out for a little walk with my friend, came back, made some dinner. I was absolutely exhausted, which is pathetic really, because I feel like that's probably a normal working day for a lot of people, but I was going hard. Like filming is exhausting, and I always thought, oh my God, that looks so easy. But the actual act of like filming and just what goes into it that you don't see, you don't just set up a camera and go about your day. Like it's so, like you keep changing the angles, it's the tripod, it's the this, it's the that, like you're talking constantly. So even talking for someone who's quite the introvert, and I like to be on my own and like recharge by just like being alone and doing nothing, it is actually quite exhausting when you film for like a long period of time. So the fact I filmed yesterday for genuinely, how long did I film for? I think I filmed for about 8 hours straight, and then in between that I was doing the odd like hour or 2 of editing, I was speaking to my management, I was uploading clips onto my laptop, so there was like a few bits. So I did like a good 10-11 hour day yesterday, which as I say, for a lot of people is a very normal, you know, amount of work to do. But when it's all filming, it was quite exhausting. But honestly, if that does not describe me to a T of just having the most flop of a week, doing barely anything, which never happens. I have occasional days like that, but not a whole ass week. And then yesterday, I probably did a week's worth of work in one day. Anyway, today is, I'm just like writing up my to-do list. I am doing a big fat like editing day. I need to clean this flat at some point as well because it's disastrous. Pretty boring day to film. Sorry if this was an absolutely atrocious video. I have no idea. I'm probably gonna edit this and be like, I ain't putting that out. But at the end of the day, as I say, like I could have had a really productive glossy week and it could have looked really glamorous and really this, that and the other, but that just isn't how my week went this week. Apart from the occasional thing, like obviously meeting Selena Gomez, like I've had some incredible things happen, but the first part of the week was, you know, pretty shit. So that is just the truth though. That is honestly how my week's gone. So I'm going to put that out there. And yeah, if anyone has got to this point in the video, which they probably have not, actually, we're manifesting. Thanks everybody for getting to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Obviously, I'm quite at the start of my YouTube journey and I love YouTube so much. Like I really enjoy it. It's just so hard. It's so hard to get yourself out there and, you know, get people watching it. But at the end of the day, you just have to persist. You have to keep putting these videos out, hoping one time it sticks. And then when someone finds your videos and they like you, they will go back and watch them from the start. And I know that for a fact because that is what I do. When I find someone I like, best believe I am binge watching every video they've ever put out there. So even though right now I'm like, there's probably going to be like 200 people that watch this video, that's still 200 people and that's incredible. And also one day, if it does pop off, then hopefully loads of people watch it and it's good to look back on. As I say, we're manifesting. So yeah, thank you so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already, because that massively helps. If you've got any suggestions of videos you want to see from me, please let me know, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.